If only I had more carrots. So sad. I mean, that's the absolute worst. You know, when you have one thing that would go along really well with another thing, but you don't have that other thing. You're going to be thinking about that other thing, you know. It's funny, I had actually attempted to shoot 2 previous videos, zooming in on that ranch dressing, and both times the camera cut me off, so this is round 3. I was just determined to show the vortex my little tub of ranch. My system, my method of eating healthier is to also continue to eat unhealthy. But yeah, so I've been reading a lot, researching per usual, and it's unbelievable how many GMOs are in every motherfucking thing. Like, you really can't get away from it, because even if something claims to be certified organic, that doesn't mean that pesticides weren't sprayed on those crops at some point. And the unfortunate thing, much like pests have evolved, nature has evolved. That's what things do. Like, they're trying to fight nature. They're trying to fight just the natural order of things. Like, how sick is that? You know? It's like they're taking regular food that grows in the ground, pretending that they have really, really, really great intentions, inject it with another type of sometimes sorry, potholes are distracting me once again. I believe there's different types of genetic modification. Like, I think that they moved on to this thing that they call CRISPR technology, which is like a more direct way of doing it. It just involves, like, I guess more science, right? See, this is the problem with me. It's like, I'll read something and I'll be like really inspired by it, but then like I'll forget like the details of it. And so whenever I try to explain it to people, I just sound like a total lunatic. Sorry about that, vortex. But anyway, just the fact that people felt the need, and by people I meant not a person, but what's the best way to describe Bill Gates? Yeah, like, can we call him a person? I don't think that he qualifies as a person. I just don't. Like, I don't think that anybody that's on TV qualifies as a person. You know, they're a puppet, okay? But I kind of want to come up with a better term than that, because he's a lot worse, since, you know, he's trying to fuck with nature and all that. And yeah, naturally, like, any religious person is going to be against that, but that shouldn't just be a religious thing. That should just be an obvious thing. You know, don't fuck up what's natural and real and turn it into some fake product that, I mean, that's so, like, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's misleading. It's misleading, but at the same time, it's like, people know that there are GMOs in their products, and like, they still don't care. They still continue to eat them. My parents are a fine example, because they're convinced that, oh, they're the good guys. You know, they're trying to save the world. They're trying to stop starvation. in impoverished countries. And that's funny because that's what they said. And then as it turned out, after a while, all those crops that they yielded, like, it didn't work out the way that they wanted it to. And so, like, places where they were attempting this experiment, like India, Africa, eventually starvation ensued because their plan didn't work. Because, you know, nature. See, this is what I'm talking about. But it does inspire me, though. Like, all of the so-called pests that continue to eat at the crops that were originally designed to, you know, prevent that. You know, they've evolved. That's really cool. Like, that just gives me hope, you know? Like, man, the pests have fooled Bill Gates. You know, that's cool. That's so cool. The fact that we call them pests, I mean, it's just the way it is, man. Like, did you know that he wants to genetically modify mosquitoes so that, like, mosquitoes go extinct? That's fucked up. Because as annoying as mosquitoes are, it's like mosquitoes eat other insects, you know, that aren't good, you know? It's like, yeah, this is like the roundabout research, folks. Dude, roundabout research is so much better. It really is. You don't know what you're missing, okay? You can judge all day, Vortex, but you'll never know the glory of roundabout research until you start doing it yourself, okay? Well, roundabout research is like where you just research like a bunch of stuff and you figure that it all kind of like relates to each other. Like, just thinking about GMOs. Like, the fact that they tried this experiment, the pests ended up evolving, right? And then they had to do this GMO thing, like, even more. And so they said they didn't want to spray the crops with pesticides, and then they ended up doing that again. So not only were the crops genetically modified, but they were also sprayed with pesticides. And then that stopped working, and so now they have this CRISPR technology, which I'm sure eventually these pests will figure out that system too. But yeah, man, I mean, that's precisely why socialism doesn't work. Like, I was thinking about that. Like, I seriously think that America has been applying the socialist model to, like, everything. So they have this one-size-fits-all approach. Like, so many different things about the country are like, they're already socialist, they're already communist. I don't know why people keep whining about that. It's like, you obviously haven't been paying any attention. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, people don't deserve a country if they don't desire to pay attention to whether or not it remains intact. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. I know that's just me being cynical, but I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that people complain about something while they refuse to do anything different, refuse to be inconvenienced ever so slightly, refuse to look anything up. But it really is like, you see it on all sides, like how people are just biased. I would say the most important thing is to recognize your bias. I'm sure that the Vortex has recognized my bias towards women. You know what, Vortex? I still treat women the same way I treat men. They have no idea how much I don't like them, okay? And I'm not fake either. I'm not fake at all. I mean, I don't think that anybody could accuse me of that unless they're a borderline personality or something. Some guy accused me of that. This guy that has this massive crush on me, and I don't even know who this guy is. I think I've told you about him. I just feel bad for him that he's like that lonely, that he's reaching out to some girl that doesn't even remember him from like an AA meeting 15 years ago. It's just kind of sad. But yeah, he was mad. He was mad at me because I told him to stop sending me creepy ass text messages. And he just immediately flew off the handle. And so there's your roundabout borderline test. I do all kinds of roundabout psychology tests. Like I try to figure out like what's wrong with people. Borderline personality is really complicated. But one thing that makes a borderline super duper obvious is that they snap so easily. 1 minute they're really cool, the next minute the complete opposite. So be careful. If you're in a relationship with one of these people, I would advise you to get out of it because you will just continue to be drained. And I say this as a person that has the internalized version of this illness. It's fucking exhausting, okay? I can't even imagine being with somebody that has the classic version of the illness. Jesus Christ. I would kill myself. I would kill myself and I'd kill the bitch. I mean, I'm serious. That's why I'm willing to bet that that's why most domestic disputes occur. It's because of borderline personality. It's that people can't control their emotions. They can't control their temper. They idealize people. And see, this is the thing. The reason I told him to stop sending me creepy ass text messages was because he was totally idealizing me, man. And I don't deserve that. I'm just a human being. I'm a human being with problems that happens to be talented because, you know, I'm just authentic, I guess. I mean, I'm special, but I don't think I'm that fucking special. You know what I mean? People need to keep their head on straight. Because it's way better than keeping their head on gay, you know? But, like, I think that people's ego gets to them. And they think they're a lot better than they really are. But, you know, I think about my favorite artists, my favorite, like, musicians. Like, y'all might find this shocking, but one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time is a feminist. Isn't that weird? It's really weird now. But, yeah, I would say that Ani DeFranco has inspired me more than anybody. And if you ever watch this bitch perform, holy shit, she can hold the room. She really can. She's the best guitar player I've ever seen. But she's also been playing since she was like 6, I think. So she's amazing. Now Annie Clark is really good. Annie Clark of St. Vincent. Elliott Smith, you guys know Elliott Smith is probably, I don't know. It's a toss-up between Elliott Smith and Ani DeFranco, really. It's crazy because, like, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with Ani on everything, but, you know, I agree with her on a lot of things, though. Because I think that she's a true liberal. Like, she's a Robert Frost liberal. You know, open-minded. But, yeah, man. Insanely talented. But yeah, it's like, I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, you're talking about guitar players being good, songwriters, and why are songwriters good? I don't know what we're talking about. Why are songwriters good? No, I was talking about her authenticity. She is very, very authentic. And that's the thing you gotta have as an artist. You gotta be just out there, you gotta be yourself. That's what makes you an artist. There are a lot of people that just don't have that. They never will. It's just not what they are. Sorry, man. I mean, I used to get so jealous. Like, I used to listen to Ani DeFranco. I used to listen to Fiona Apple. I used to listen to St. Vincent. And I would just pretend that I could play guitar. I pretended that I could play piano. And that I wrote all those songs. And I know that a lot of people feel the same way. Like, a lot of people, it's kind of like a secret. It's like a shameful secret to wish that you had written songs that somebody else had written. But I mean, that just shows you like how much an artist can speak to a person, and that person can think, holy shit, I could have written that, you know? I wish I'd written that. But unfortunately, I don't have as much talent. You know, so it's cool though, because I feel like I finally discovered like what I'm supposed to do, and I finally figured out my way. So, yay! Authenticity that the losers will be jealous of. Do you have any idea how many pretty bitches have told me that they're jealous of me? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That's all I got over here. Just let me have it, please.